Hello, everybody. My name is Snyderman, and welcome back to Yes, Your Grace. If you did not see last episode, oh man, you missed some stuff. I encourage you to go back and watch that. But we are ready to jump back into it. We are at week 10. Everything's looking okay so far. In terms of resources, we'll see what the situation is there. We could not be in that situation by the end of this episode. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, so let's jump back into it. Let's see here. Grevno, week 11. All right, we got quite the list of people. Our general's back. The grace a nearby river has dried up. The residents have been carrying water to their homes from a lake for days. I helped them with my horse, and now they have extra water saved for a few days. I made sure they knew it was thanks to the king. Okay, so that gave us more happiness. Our general did that. That's good. Does Audrey have anything new to say? How can I be of service? Tell me about our battle preparations. What would you like to know about your grace? Is our army ready to confront the enemy? We're in a difficult situation. We cannot be sure if Ivo will support us with his army. We need to focus on making as many lords our allies as possible. Our scouts reported that we would need a battalion of at least 1,000 soldiers. Oh, man. Okay. How can I be of service? Investigation progress. Tell me about the kingdom. Let's write a... I feel like I'll revisit Audrey after we're done here. So we have Lurs, Petro, Sidani, Asilia, and there's a peasant behind our daughters. So we are going to talk to Lurs first because we brought him here. You have called for me, your grace. I've heard about spices. I have this animal tooth. I've heard about spices. I've heard that you have stopped supplying Bronco with some resources. Spices, I believe. I suspect you've been speaking to Etten. Yeah, I have. You stole his stuff. He trades my spices with Prasis to get fortune dabs. What's wrong with that? Some call it Dipu Dabu. I don't know anybody that calls it that, but okay. But it's most commonly known by the name of Oracle Dust. Still have no idea what that is. I've heard about Radovia. I can help if you aid me in return. What's Oracle Dust? It has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational, highly addictive. Oh, so you're a drug dealer. It's particularly popular among priests and the like. We got a bunch of high priests hanging around, or what? What's the story there? Something about spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's lives. So, I want no part in this. Shame. I'm losing sales, though. Prasis. That's far away. Okay. I've heard enough. Your Grace, I urge you to help me curtail Etten's plans. Do not buy any Oracle dust. And if you hear of anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in the dungeons. If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first to know. If you do the right thing here, be sure that my army will stand by your side when the war begins. Oh, okay. So he's actually not a drug dealer. He is a drug dealer, but he's like, yeah, no. 200 soldiers will help with 6 supplies. I heard Etna is selling dust near Kaski. The first step in the right direction would be to stop their deliveries. You're right. I will first talk to Etten. I will see what Lord Etten has to say about this first. Just don't let that buffoon get under your skin, Your Grace. Our progress. Dust sales, Etten, dust dealers, something suspicious. That's all. I have this animal tooth. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? It looks like a healthy animal. No holes or chips. Okay, good. I'm not sure what animal it could have come from. I'm not much of an expert on beasts. Okay, that's all for now. As you wish, Your Grace. Audrey, we should invite Lord Etten, Your Grace. Make sure what Lurs is saying is true before we decline Etten's alliance. Agreed. Agreed, because we don't want, like, we are in no position to potentially be ruining any alliances that we could make. You can find Etten on the Allies panel. He should be here next week if we send a pigeon immediately. Okay, I'm going to wait on that just in case. I'm going to talk to Silly Pickle and Celia. Let's talk to Silly Pickle first. Your Grace, I hate that Lursulia has left already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. Aww. She misses her sister. I miss her already, Father. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? I don't think your mom... Okay. Apparently. I was about to say, I don't think your mom would appreciate that. But, okay. I guess, yeah, sure. Why not? Mother said Lursulia, she's fine. I said that. Have you already replied to her? Have you asked about Dusty? I haven't asked her about Dusty yet. Can you please ask Lursulia about the cat, Father? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive even? I will ask about Dusty. I can't promise anything. There are other things I want to ask her. She's a little girl. I will ask her about Dusty. Yes, Adani. I will ask her cat. I will ask her about the cat. Ah, thank you, Father. I mean, Your Grace. That's cute. So I'm sure that Acelia will have a same deal. Father, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try later today? Please. Of course, I'll come see you in the gardens once I'm done in here. Alright. Fantastic. I'm gonna go sword fight with my daughter. Alright, Pietro and the peasant. Pietro's the paranoid guy that blamed me for all the weird stuff last time. I'm sorry for what I said last time. Better be. I cannot think straight sometimes. I don't think I've ever seen you think straight, ever. The thing is, someone is after me. But how can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. If I tell anyone that I know, then they will know. And that is worse, right? I mean, it's kind of a bait and switch. Like, if you suspect that somebody's following you, tell them, hey, I think somebody's following me. And then they'll be like, oh, he knows he's on to me. But, I digress. I think we've both had enough of this in prison. How can I help you? You should leave. I mean, I don't necessarily think throwing him in prison is fair. How can I help you? You should leave. How can I help you? How can I help if you won't tell me exactly what's happening? Your Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I saw a man and... No, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if the person is listening? I think we both had enough of this. You should leave. You should leave. Do not waste my time. If you can't come up with a way for me to help you... Fine, Your Grace, I really didn't mean to upset you. I'm just so scared. Don't come here again. Okay. I hope we just didn't get that guy killed. Peasant. Your Grace, men with monsters on their banners came ravaging our village. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long before the flames spread to other buildings. The village is still burning. Most of our supplies are already lost. Please send us some help. Here are the supplies. Oh, 14? That's expensive. We'll send a general. I'm sorry to hear about this, but I'm gonna send our general out. I'm gonna let our general go do his thing. His men will help you put out the fires and get back to work again. That won't give us back all we have lost, but I suppose we could use some of that kind of help. Sorry, it's 14 supplies. I can't spare that right now. Okay. How can I be of service, Your Grace? Investigation progress. I prepared a table for you with the overview of all of our evidence. When we find evidence items, they will be shown on there together with the information we have gathered about each one. We can question the lords about the items we have found so far. Okay? And I'm gonna go talk to Acelia first, and then we'll come back and maybe write that letter. Archives. The wedding. Yeah, we know how that went. The wedding took a sudden turn when King Talus was poisoned, turning the blame on Eryk, the new king. Ivo has taken away the promised army. We knew that. Ivo's a jerk. Investigation. After questioning the dungeon guard, we got a tooth at the wine cellar, spices. There are two things Lord Kurz asked for: imprison anyone who's selling Oracle Dust, visit Koski, and close the Oracle Dust trading stand. Paranoid Lord, we might have just gotten him killed. Village on fire, we sent our general. Larsulia wants to sword fight with me. Sadani wants to ask about Dusty. And Aurelia, the queen, wasn't too happy about the king's dress. Yeah. Blood damages. Lost loafer son. Yeah, that was the peasant from last time. Okay, so let's go see what there is to do today. Besides sword fighting. You can see my dog in the background there. Luna saying hello. Hi, Luna. Alright. Gardens. Found a stick on the ground, and now I'm gonna use it. All this power that I found, gonna totally abuse it. Sorry. Alright. Yes, Father. How is your practice? Are you ready? Hey, that was good. Ha! I know.
Oi.
Ah! Too slow. Haha. He's pretty good. Have you heard about Sadani? What about Silly Pickle? What happened? I told her she should find a pet that can actually do something besides being disgusting. Oh, great. Thanks for that. She's been leaving bait in the garden since then. Oh, no. Nothing that has been showing up, but nothing has been showing up, so I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. Oh, no. In the evening, I told her something took the bait. When she saw a huge skunk, half her size, she panicked. She grabbed my sword. She could barely lift it. It was hilarious. She kept hitting that poor skunk, but it wouldn't budge. I like her. I like her. Poor Sadani. You wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream, came and ruined everything. Sidani actually cried when she found out this thing was stuffed. Oh, Celia. She's funny. I like it. Come on, Father. You have to admit this is funny. Yeah. Only a little bit. I can't believe she would attack a skunk. She thinks she can fight because she keeps seeing you running around with your sword. I know. She keeps pestering the fighter. We should end it here. I better check on Sidani. And so, wait. There's bait? I don't see any bait. I don't see any bait. But that's okay. That was good. That was fun. Alright, let's check on Sidani. See what silly pickle... What is going on here? Audrey said I can review the evidence here. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. There's a tooth. Question suspect. Okay. So it says nothing. Seek expert. I don't know what I can do here. Question suspect, seek expert. Alright. Sidani. Your Grace? Do you want to talk about the skunk? Celia told me what happened. Well, I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. It was dark out there and the eyes were shiny. I was worried you'd be mad at me for bringing monsters to the castle. So I just took Celia's sword. I'm sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. I hope you forgive me. Of course I forgive you. Never do this again. It's a stuffed animal. Of course I forgive you. It was an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You were very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, alright? Fine, I won't. Goodbye. I'll see you later, silly pickle. She's cute. Just wants to help. Any little kid does. Okay, let's go... Let's go talk to Audrey. Let's get that letter sent to... Lorsulia. I'm gonna be of service. Investigation progress. Yeah, I know that. But I didn't really see anything that I could do. Oh. Yeah, we gotta send a pigeon to Etten, too. Let's write a letter to Lorsulia. Of course, what should I write? Ask her about Ivo. Ask her about Ivo. What is he like as a husband? How is he dealing with his father's death? And say that I wish to give him my condolences. Mention that we are working to find the murderer. Pretty good. Oh. Is that all we could do? Whoops. Well, if I would have known that, I would have asked about her. Yeah, Ivo's not really a fan of ours. We're supposed to invite Etten. Our general's gone. We don't have a general. Alright. End that week. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got 68 gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the training grounds for this week. We're already doing our... Yeah. We're upkeeping our army, so our army's well fed. We are training troops. We are training troops, and that'll be it. And Stan's gone for 2 weeks. So we don't have to pay him anymore. So let's continue onward. So far, the story's really, really good. I'm really interested to see where all this goes. Okay, grab no week 12. All right, we got Etten, Sidani. She's got something, and a peasant. Audrey has something to say. Grace, how is our investigation going? I have found this animal tooth, but I don't know how it ended up in our castle. I have prepared a table for you in the council chamber where you can inspect the items. We should invite and question the lords. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to learn something from them. Remember that they might not always tell you the truth, Your Grace. And while we're inviting them, we should try to form alliances too. Yes, we should. Okay, let's talk to Etten. Shouldn't keep him waiting. How may I be of service, Your Grace? I know why you need the spices. I have this animal tooth. I know why you need the spices. Let's just cut to the chase. I have heard what you need those spices for. Your Grace, I can explain. Oracle dust is far from dangerous. As far as I've been told, it has medical use more than anything else. It's just an easy way to make some gold. It doesn't matter if you sell dust or not. It's going to get out to the people anyway. Well, see, okay. He does have a point. People are going to do it anyway, but that doesn't mean you have to be a supplier of it. If we're the ones selling it, then at least we're the ones profiting. You just pass it on. Don't trouble yourself with the people who use it. In fact, I could really use your help in this operation. At a return, I will always be at your service. I have a location near Beltuise that has some problems with the locals. Send an agent its way and maybe he could give us a hand. Also, if anything out of the ordinary happens, then make sure I'm the first to know. We need to keep an eye on other sellers. If anyone comes selling, make sure to buy a pack or two. I will be able to double your earnings. If you do right by me, I will be sure to do right by you. I will give you my men, gold, and supplies. Well, you have no supplies. You do have men, though. I will see what can be done. I can't promise anything. I'm not going to help you. I can't promise anything. I'm not promising anything. At least you're not saying no. I'm leaning towards no. I was happy to help him at first because he was the guy that we saved his daughter. So I was happy to help him do that. I don't want to get involved in like a drug trade. That's not what I'm all about. No. No. Look, I will throw in something extra for your efforts. Alongside 230 men, I will throw in my hounds. Okay. They're deadly and precise, then the Rodovians won't know what hit them. Oh, and I think I just remembered something about the night Talus died. Do tell. I had a fair bit to drink at this stage, so everything was kind of blurry. But I did see someone in the gardens that night when I was watering the flowers. Ew. Dude. If you haven't already, you might want to poke around in there. So, you're welcome, Your Grace. Okay. I have this animal tooth. I've found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? What is an animal tooth doing in your wine cellar? That's what I'd like to know. That's why I'm asking you. I didn't put it... It looks like someone has lost it. I'm trying to find its owner. I don't know, Eryk. Probably someone who's interested in animals. Or creatures, shall I say. No. That would be all. You may take your leave, Grace. Okay, so now we got a choice to make. Do we help Etten? I'll have to think about that one. Audrey ends off very generous, Your Grace. We could certainly use the hounds, yeah, and army in the battle, but as promising as trading dust sounds, it could cause problems later. Exactly. Exactly. If we decide to help Etten, we can be sure that Lurs will cancel his offer of an army. We shouldn't allow dust sails in Davern. Gods know what havoc this substance will cause in the future. Better not risk it. I don't want people coming to me crying that they've lost family members to this poison. Of course, Your Grace, in that case, we should aid Lurs in stopping this nasty business. Send a general to Kasky as soon as possible to shut down that trading site we were talking about. And if we ever come across anyone wanting to sell dust, we should imprison them for a while, just to discourage further sales. Lurs will be happy to hear this, so after we have done what he asked for, we should invite him over. Okay. Alright, what has Sidani got? What has Silly Pickle got? Is this a new pet you're hiding there, Silly Pickle? Your Grace, may I introduce to you the Stabber? What? Oh no. The Hedgehog! The Stabber? How did you come up with this? Fine, keep the Stabber. The Stabber? Why the Stabber? Well, I wanted to name him Hanson, but that name is already taken. The other option was to call him Squisher, but it didn't seem like that would scare off enemies. Underneath, he has a velvet, yummy tummy you wish you could just stroke and squish all day. But on top is a whole different story. On top, he is a scary, stiff stabber. Isn't that what she just told us? How did she come up with this? What is this all about? Well, Father, do you know the tale of Hanson? No. Hanson was a hedgehog who rode on a black rooster, Your Grace. He was ugly and unwanted, but one day he helped a king find his way home. As a prize, the hedgehog asked the king to promise to give him whatever greets him first upon his return home. It turned out that the king's daughter was the first to greet him. 1 year later, the hedgehog came to claim his reward and married the princess. It was difficult for the princess to love the ugly creature Hanson was. But she learned to accept him, and once she proved her true love for him, Hanson turned into the most handsome prince with the biggest castle made out of diamonds. Oh, so it's kind of like the Princess and the Frog. Kind of like that. Huh. This story sounds familiar. Exactly. I wish life was as simple as a fairy tale. Yes, Lady Danica always tells me this tale before bed, Father. It's a well-known story. A lot of books have different versions of it. The most popular was something about an old man with white hair killing monsters. It's very silly, but Danica likes this one a lot. See, I will turn the Stabber into a prince. A prince? Oh, it's not for me, Father. Once the Stabber is a prince, he can help me get Luli back. I'm sure she will like him more than Ivo. And then she and Dusty can come back to the castle. Alright. Fine, keep the Stabber. Very well, keep the Stabber close to you and don't lose him. And don't stab yourself. It's not the Stabber. It's the Stabber! You gotta yell it. The Stabber! The Stabber is on a mission and he is about to stab someone. This girl's crazy and I love it. At least she will be occupied? I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Alright. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. Of course it has. These scum are fiercer than any others. There have been casualties. They have killed an entire family. Oh. We're counting on... We don't have a general. We don't have a general. We should keep an eye on those bandits. Make sure Rodovians are not creating further posts. If they're locals, we should show them that there is no place for such behavior. I will send my general. We do not have enough generals available. Dang it. There's no way I can help. I can't help everyone. Ready your pitchforks and keep your eyes open. Maybe they won't show up again. We'd feel safer with a royal army at our side, but I understand. I'm sorry. I don't have anybody. Sorry. Don't have anyone. Stab her. Oh, stab her. I don't anything. Noxki. Violet. I feel like I don't need to invite anybody yet. I feel like I don't need to do that yet. Alright, let's see what we got. Anything? We got our wife wanting to talk to us. Aurelia. Darling. I have a lead on the investigation. Lord Etten visited me. Turns out he is trading oracle dust and wants my help with it. Lord Lurs doesn't approve of the business. He thinks it's bad for people. Both of the lords have promised to lend us their armies if we help them. But really, I don't know what to think about it. Well, do you really think that selling dust is bad for people? It's not widely used yet. It does have side effects. The stuff sells like crazy. It does have side effects. If more people start using it and with no regulation, we could have problems. We don't have enough resources or doctors to deal with things going wrong. But then again, it might also be that nothing bad happens. What do you think? I mean, I hear God's servants use it, so I'm sure it's fine. After the war with Rodovia, if things start going wrong, we can always stop supporting Etten. Thank you, sweetheart. I guess it's worth thinking about. It's fine, dear. Let me know if you need to discuss anything else. I have a lead on the investigation. Do I, though? I have a lead on the investigation. I found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? An animal tooth. This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Davern. Guard found it in the wine cellar. It could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if he can tell where exactly this tooth came from. We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put word out that we're looking for one. Okay, so we're looking for a hunter and a witch, if I remember right. And weren't we supposed to go check something out in the gardens? Etten said something about the roses. It's very calming. No wonder our girls like to spend time here. Celia, is there anything new with you? Yes, Father. Stay safe. Okay. Didn't he say there was something in the gardens? Was I lied to? Like, I'm not sure what these purple flowers are, but they are attracting lots of bees. Paving stone looks like it was moved. If I could get something sharp and thin to lift it. A sword would be too thick. It needs to be something smaller. Okay, so there's something there. Knitting needle. Knitting needle. I need to borrow this. These could be useful. Thanks. Alright. Knitting needle. I got it. Piece of paper. Letter. Oh, it appears to be some sort of letter. It has a map of the castle. It reads, find wine in the cellar. Mix it with 7 drops of the substance in a glass. Be seen by no one. It looks like an instruction letter to whoever poisoned Talus. Okay. If you decorated with some flowers, we don't usually decorate our letters. It would be too costly. Maybe we can trace those drawings to the person who has written this. Okay, archives. So, attacked a village. Didn't mean to ignore that guy's request. Investigation. After questioning, Eryk found a hidden letter in the gardens. It contains a map of the castle and instructions for poison. Spices. Okay. So, if we go to the bedchamber... Talk to her again? Darling? Have a lead. What have you found? A letter. I found this letter in the gardens. It contains instructions about pouring poison in a wine glass and a map of our castle. The letter seems to be decorated with flowers, like in the olden days. How can we trace this letter to whoever wrote it? This is a very important piece of evidence, Eryk. Ask a general if he knows of anyone who decorates their letters in such a manner. If he is available, he'll probably be at the wall. And he's not available. He's gone right now. That's all I found. I will see you later, darling. Can I put your needles back? Hopefully, Aurelia won't notice that I took these. Alright, with that, we are going to sit on our throne, and that is an episode there. We have a decision to make now. We have Lord Etten and Lord Lurs that are fighting for our alliance. So, yeah, we have some very important decisions to make. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Leave me a comment. I enjoy reading them. It lets me know what you're loving on this channel. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. See ya.